Welcome to the Delaware County Register of Wills video series. I'm Rachel Ezzell Berry, the Delaware County Register of Wills. The topic of this video is what documents are needed to probate an estate if there is no will. By the end of this video, you should have a general understanding of what documents you may need to bring to the office to complete a probate appointment for someone who has passed away. Everyone in the office understands that the need to probate an estate is a difficult time in someone's life. I hope that this video serves as an informative guide to help you during this process. Let's get started. At the outset, I simply want to note our quick disclaimer of liability that this video is not intended as legal advice. It's just intended as a general guide and an informational tool to help you during this process. Because every estate is different, it is strongly recommended that individuals seek the advice of an attorney. If you would like a recommendation of an estate attorney, you can contact the Delaware County Bar Association at delcobar.org. In general, the documents that you will need to bring to the office to complete a probate appointment for an individual who passed away without a will includes the original death certificate, the ID of the personal representative, and possibly some renunciation forms or bond, the petition for grant of letters, which can be completed online, and the probate fee payment, which can be paid by credit card or check. In our next slides, we'll go into more detail about how to obtain these documents. The first document that you'll need is the original death certificate of the person who passed away. If the person passed away in Pennsylvania, that document can be ordered by going to health.pa.gov and requesting the original death certificate from the Department of Health. If the person passed away in a different state, you would want to follow up with the appropriate entity in that state in order to obtain that document if you have not done so already. The next document that you'll need to bring is the government-issued ID of the person who will be serving as the personal representative of the estate. Of course, a quick question becomes, who is the proper personal representative of the estate? In most cases, the surviving spouse of the person who passed away serves as the personal representative for someone who passed away without a will. And often when there is no surviving spouse, one of the children of the person who passed away serves as the personal representative. I mentioned a moment ago that renunciation forms are sometimes needed to probate an estate where there is no will. A renunciation is a form available on the Register of Wills website, and it provides a basis for an individual who is qualified to serve as a personal representative to renounce that right to a different individual so that that different individual instead serves as the personal representative. The most common situation involves a spouse who survives the person who passed away. If that surviving spouse will serve as the personal representative, no renunciation form is needed. However, if a spouse has survived the person who passed away and a child will be serving instead as the personal representative, then the surviving spouse should complete the renunciation form in favor of the child who will be serving. Another common situation is where there is no surviving spouse, but the person who passed away had one child. In that set of circumstances, the renunciation form is not needed because the child will be serving as the personal representative. Finally, another most common situation is where there is no surviving spouse, but the person who passed away had multiple children. In that set of circumstances, the other siblings must renounce to the child who will be serving as the personal representative. Again, the renunciation form is available on our website at delcopa.gov/row/forms.html. And I simply want to note that individuals who will be renouncing and who will be filling out this form in advance should have that form notarized so that the person who will be serving as the personal representative can bring that notarized document. If obtaining a notary is not possible, then the people who are renouncing should come with the personal representative to the probate appointment so we can execute the renunciation form in our office. Another situation that arises for only some estates is whether bond will be required as part of probating the estate. Under Pennsylvania law, bond is required where the personal representative lives out of state. So if the surviving spouse or a child who will be serving as the personal representative or a different individual lives in a state other than Pennsylvania, bond will be required. Another situation in which bond is required is when the person who passed away had minor children, meaning children who were under the age of 18 at the time of the passing. If bond is required, the general rule is that the value of the bond must be 2 times the value of the personal property of the person who passed away. This is the same value of personal property that you are listing on the petition for grant of letters. If you are looking for an entity in order to obtain bond, many individuals seek the services of Montgomery Insurance Services here in Delaware County, and a court-approved bond list is posted in the Delaware County Office of Judicial Support. Once you've obtained the original death certificate, ascertained who the personal representative will be, and determined whether renunciations or bond is appropriate to probate this estate, you can proceed with filing the petition for grant of letters. That form can be completed online. From our main website at delcopa.gov/row, select the Online Systems option under Register of Wills navigation. From the menu, select Online Pre-Entry of Petition for Probate to proceed with the online form. If you're having difficulties accessing the online form, we do have a paper petition available on our website at the address listed below. In order to complete the online petition for grant of letters, the button you select is the Pre-Entry for Probate option from the screen that appears. Just quickly, because we offer many services at the Register of Wills office, I want to note that you don't need to select Login as Guest, as that option relates to different services in the Register of Wills office. And further, you don't need to be a registered user or have a username or password to proceed with this service. If you need extra help in completing the online form, please see our online Pre-Entry for Probate video walkthrough, which is available on our website. The information that you will provide on the petition for grant of letters is as follows. First, you'll provide information about the decedent, the person who passed away, namely his or her name, address, or place of death. When you determine what letters you will be requesting, because there is no will involved, in most cases you'll be requesting letters of administration. In the more decedent information section, you want to list an estimated property value of the person who passed away. That includes his or her personal property, as well as his or her value of real estate in Pennsylvania, as well as the location of that real estate. For probate party, the representative type where there is no will, in most cases, you would select administrator. And in the information where it's asked for interested parties, you would fill out that information for other heirs. For example, if a person who passed away had 3 children, interested parties would involve those other children. Finally, if an attorney will be assisting, you would include information about that attorney on the petition for grant of letters. Once you've obtained the original death certificate, ascertained the appropriate personal representative, obtained any necessary renunciations or bond if required for this estate, and completed the online pre-entry for probate, the only other material you'll probably need is payment for your probate fee. Our fee schedule is available online at our website at delcopa.gov. As you can see, there's a sliding scale based on the value of the probate assets, as well as some additional fees. We calculate the exact fee at the time of probate, but our fee schedule can serve as a helpful guide in estimating about how much money will be owed. We recommend use of a check. That check can be made out to Register of Wills. If you would prefer to use a credit card, you can also bring a credit card with you, but please note that there is a convenience fee associated with using a credit card. This concludes the video of what is needed to probate an estate if there is no will. I'm Rachel Ezzell Berry, the Register of Wills. On behalf of the entire office, I hope that you have found this video as an informative tool in giving you a general understanding of what documents may be needed to probate an estate if there is no will. As always, we do recommend that individuals seek legal advice during this process, as every estate is different. Further, we wish you strength during this process, and we hope that you're doing as well as possible under the circumstances. We look forward to scheduling your probate appointment and working with you during this process.